Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This is a pick a card reading and it should fit any situation that you find yourself in. I'll show you the reverse side of these cards in case that helps with your selection. We've got pile 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like to book a private reading or a kinesiology session, you can find the information in the description box below. That being said, I'll leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the blue banded agate, then this is going to be for you. So blue banded agate is a stone connected to the throat chakra, so all about your expression, and you actually have a beautiful card here, spearmint, with creative expression. And it's also a stone that supports you when you need to maybe start over, or having that courage to believe in yourself and move through experiences, leaving trauma in the past or healing from trauma, any type of trauma. I love this stone, it's got a little butt. I show that all the time. So sorry if my microphone is a little crackly. I've got it on the outside today because I found this morning when I went to it, some cat might have chewed the top off of it, Pippi. So I might need to get a new one. And I did listen to it, still working, but hopefully it's not too crackly. If it is, that's why, and I will get a new one as soon as possible. Okay, so group 2, some of the group 1, oh my god, even when I was shuffling I kept thinking group 2, I don't know why. So maybe you are drawn to group 2, go check it out. But yeah, group 2 kept coming through real strong. This is group 1. Group 1, some of the main cards, some of the main energies in your reading: heavy earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn quite strongly, Taurus quite strongly. We've got Libra and Leo as well, Leo very strongly, Scorpio also. So those energies are definitely showing up here, whether they're your sun sign or something else. It doesn't matter all that much. I'm going to do the pendulum for you at the end, so stay tuned for that if you like it. Starting with the past energy for group 1 this week, you have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Devil and the King of Pentacles. So looks like you've been working really, really hard lately, working to the bone, hearing. So some of you, you're building something really massive. Some of you might be building multiple things. I feel like you've got a lot of pressure on your shoulders at the moment. There might be a bit of stress that comes with this, but it's bringing you to a new path. And the new path isn't like you, it's like you're right there, but you're still on the way in a sense. Like, just seeing this King of Pentacles, mind my manicure, I'm well overdue. He's coming down this path and he finds himself here right before he moves through a new doorway. And this new doorway does have a bit of bramble that blocks the way. And with the Devil here, it shows that maybe at this time you are on the precipice of change. I mean, the next card is death, transformation. There's massive transformation happening for my group 1s right now, but there might be some things that need to be rebalanced, whether that's your work-life schedule. Maybe you are a bit of a workaholic at the moment. It could also be other things that are not healthy for you, substances, lifestyles, relationships, whatever it might be. There might be some things at the moment that are, making itself clear that you might need to clear some things away. That could be the case for some of you. There's a bit of a path unknown ahead, like it's a path untraveled for you, but it's exciting at the same time. You've got a lot of exploring to do. Some of you might be traveling soon. You've actually got the card plan a vacation in your reading, so definitely looking into that for many of you. I think that's come up a few times for group 1, things around travel. We've got a few messages in the tarot around travel as well. But yeah, in the recent past, it does look like you've been very focused on family, very focused on your work, on what it is that you're building. Chances are there's a lot of different things that want your attention right now, and you're having to be very discerning with what you're giving your time and attention to. You're very King of Pentacles. You're providing, you're caring for those that you love. You're looking after your family, your children, yourself, your health, your pets, whatever it is that you're in charge of. You're doing the best that you can for everyone. And in the moment, at this current energy, at this current time, in the energy of this moment is the Death card. So Scorpio energy, transformative energy. You have the sun after that, so there's definitely, it feels like things are transforming in a very positive way. There's lots of growth, there's lots of optimism, and for some of you, there's a lot of love around you. There could be a very strong partnership in your life that brings a lot of happiness to you with that sun there and the couple in the death card. In the middle of your week, you have got the Nine of Wands with the Strength card. So there is exhaustion and a little bit of weariness. I feel like there's a bit of hypervigilance in you. It could be with other people. You could be a little on edge at times, or feeling like, I don't know, there might be some things that you need to just accept. That could be the case. Other things, does seem like you are quite cautious and maybe even pretty tired. The work-life balance thing might be a bit of an alarm for you. If that really stuck out, maybe you're needing to get the downtime or rest that you're needing to keep a balance so that you don't burn out. There's some things that you're very protective of or tense around. It could be particular people or attitudes or something. Nine of Wands there is the wounded warrior. They've been through a lot, so they're feeling guarded at this current time. Build strength really comes up for me. You've got the strength card next to it. I think going to the gym, doing things that help you feel strong, give you your vitality back. I'm hearing get your vitality back. Could be to do with rest, supplements, exercise, fresh air, just walking, grounding, having a good balance. These things are going to be really good for you right now. Because they're helping you move through everything else in a way that, you deserve that support from yourself is what I'm feeling here. You have got the Six of Cups and the Eight of Wands at the end of your week. So for some of you, there may be messages around family coming in, or there may be travel with family. You've got vacation with the plane there, and then Eight of Wands is air travel typically, and even the Wands, they're like kind of flying out the window. So some of you may have things coming up around your family. That could be what the Nine of Wands and Strength is about as well. Like you could be feeling very protective of your family, or maybe you're dealing with drama that has to do with family or people from the past, people from situations from your childhood. It could also be your own children, things like that you're having to deal with. There's a lot of communication around this area, around the area of family, and potentially travel to do with that as well this week. Whether you're talking about it this week or you're leaving this week, I'm not sure. Something is definitely going on. If there's a bit of pressure, I do see there's a fair bit of pressure, but you just have to trust. Like, I'm going to come to this card here. You've got the affirmation for acceptance, and even she is traveling on a broom. She has the dice there, the Book of Fate. This is a card of really accepting the way some things are, realizing what it is that you can change, where you can create some level of control, and then the area where you have no control and you need to just let go and accept some things. So let's just have a little squeeze at the book. The divination of this card. It's in the next page. This card is probably trying to tell you that there's something you need to simply accept. You almost certainly know what it is already. You just need a nudge to let go and let Goddess or God. Whatever it is, be kind to yourself and stop fighting. Take a deep breath. Admit there are some battles you can't win and move on. But in other areas, I do feel like this card is, there are little subtle shifts you can make to make life easier. I do see that in this reading still. So some things that you can control, by all means, create those subtle shifts and do what you can. But in other areas, there may need to be acceptance of the way things are. And with that Book of Fate that she holds, and there's a lot of books actually in your cards. You have the personal power card this week of I am knowledge, and she is studying. You have Spearmint, and she has a scroll. So a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, a lot of information for you this week coming in. A lot to study, perhaps. Maybe some of you are studying and learning new things. But with that Book of Fate there in the center, it tells me that there's things that are unfolding that you just need to trust. And with the bramble in front of the doorway that's in the future, it makes me feel like some things need to be cleared away, and that's just how it's going to be. In the area of challenge, you have got the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. So some of you may feel like a lot of weight on your shoulders or responsibility right now, and you really wish you could do more for others. For others of you, you wish you could receive a little bit of support and help because there is so much pressure on your shoulders. So whatever way it resonates, it shows that I think a lot of you, with showing this, the Capricorn energy, the Taurus energy, the strength, all of this here, the Nine of Wands. I can see you are someone who is a provider and is a carer. So it may be that you're taking on more than you can at the moment. There might be a bit of an imbalance in where you're giving and receiving. Some of you, there's definitely a lot of responsibility or pressure on your shoulders, and that is the challenge right now. Maybe you wish you could do more. What will help with your challenge? We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Tower. So I'm hearing just leaning into your own experience and your own nurturing support. The Queen of Pentacles, this could be yourself, it could be a friend, a partner, somebody who's supporting you or helping you. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So chances are for many of you, it is your partner that can help in this situation and support you. But that won't be the case for everybody, of course. Some of you, this Queen of Pentacles is yourself. And this Queen of Pentacles is somebody who can nurture their body, nurture their mind, probably keeping a really good work-life schedule balance, nurturing themselves so that they can achieve all that they need to achieve. But with the Tower here, it's like loving yourself and others through things that are falling apart and changing. So I kind of feel like when things are falling away, not to hold grudges or any judgments around the situation, because things are how they're supposed to be, or they are falling how they're supposed to fall. With the Tower being here, there could be some explosion or crash that happens, and you're needing to stay very grounded through that and just breathe love into that situation and have courage to face it. And coming back to acceptance, that like ability to accept what you cannot change, but make the subtle difference where you can. And that's in staying grounded and breathing love into the situation, but also maybe leaning on support of somebody who's there for you as well. Because the Tower is definitely in the reading, right? And we see the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Wands. So I feel like there's a lot of, it's almost like a pressure cooker, like something's about to blow a little bit. And it's not to be like a fearful, something to fear or anything like that. It's really not. That's life. There's ups and downs and things happen. Like even the affirmation for acceptance is like a tornado down on the ground, cooking up quite a bit of a dark, smoky storm. So there are some things that are happening that are, you may not wish were happening to you or around you, to others around you even. But with the courage here, even the creative expression card shows your ability to communicate in this situation that may help bring soothing or peace to yourself or others. But yeah, you can handle this Tower moment. What you don't see coming, Page of Wands, Two of Wands, the Magician, very interesting. You have a message coming your way from someone. I kind of feel like it's a sibling potentially, or somebody maybe younger than you. It does not have to fit that description, but you have got a message coming from someone that is going to change your path, that's going to change the way you're headed for whatever reason. And with the Magician, it's going to ask you to pull your resources together to make it happen. So the ships on the horizon behind this window makes me think about, traveling over water or sea, or just the fact that your ship is changing direction. So Two of Wands is a crossroads. You're going to get a message that provokes that. So maybe it's an offer or a new beginning in a different place, or for whatever reason you're having to change your path. And with the Magician there, you're pulling your resources together to do so, and you have got those resources, you can achieve it. In the area of outcome, you have the Wheel of Fortune, Three of Swords, the Empress. This could be stress around a mother with this situation. There's definitely really big shifts right now with Saturn and Jupiter changing signs, and these are the planets that don't shift every few months. These are bigger transits, so we can see really bigger cycles starting in our lives right now. Especially if you're looking at perhaps the sign of Cancer and what planets are there, what house is that for you. But either way, there is a painful situation here that it results in abundance. I can see that, like things that are ruffling so that they can land in the right place. This change needs to happen. The dust needs to be cleared away. But there are really big cycles, and for some of you, this may affect fertility or a mother or something to do with that. There could be definitely some sort of painful situation that causes a lot of chaos. Like look at the chaos in the Three of Swords. It's papers are flying everywhere. There's lightning in the horizon here. There's like a storm going on. Things are chaotic. It's a bit of a mess. Even the Wheel of Fortune with this transmutation symbol in the center, it honestly makes me think of, like, I'm just looking at the seasonal images, the glyphs. I think this is that energy of acceptance, the affirmation for acceptance card of fate, like the wheel of fortune is turning. This is how things are supposed to be. They're supposed to be ruffled, but with the Empress at the end here, so things can land where they're supposed to be, to grow more abundance in another way, in another place, or in another path. And again, there could be something stressful connected to a mother figure here, with the Three of Swords and the Empress being there as well. A heartbreak situation, a painful situation, but it is the change that is needed for whatever reason. Like things are being illuminated, I would say. We have got the pendulum. I will do that at the end. We're nearly there, so you might like to think of your question. But just looking at your personal power this week, you have got I am knowledge, and I kind of wouldn't mind having a little look at that. It's number 41. 41. We have a number 13 here as well. That could be relevant. 39 and a 6. I don't normally say numbers, but I felt it for this one. Maybe you're getting a lot of numbers. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. You don't need to have the perfect school grades or even or know everything to be smart. Some people are book smart, some are street smart. Whichever one you are, knowledge is always available to you. In today's world, it's impossible not to learn something new every day. With free online video streaming websites, access to library books and online courses, knowledge is your true power. If there's anything you've ever wanted to know, you have the power to access it, to learn it. You want to learn a new language or learn how to play an instrument, there's an app for that. Don't limit yourself. Don't ever tell yourself you can't do something before even trying. Very Sagittarius energy. Oh, there's a Sagittarius glyph on the cup as well. So right now, knowledge is power for you, and you are knowledge. And I love the point that it makes. There really is resources everywhere for everything. Free, unlimited free resources. So utilize those. Teach yourself what you need to learn in this situation. I can see that there's a lot of books around you at the moment. So that means a lot of knowledge. There's things to learn about doing something differently in the future. Some of you, there's like financial investment planning here as well. And that's the Magician. It's like wanting to manifest a different path, a different way of creating abundance. Because maybe in the past with this Devil energy here, that it's almost like you're transforming the way you see money or the way you grow money. Maybe in the past you sold your hours, and many people still need to do that. But there needs to be a different way to create the financial abundance you desire. And the shake-ups that are happening are also there to support you with that and push you to learn more, to learn what you need to learn to create what you want to create. So the resources are here, the things you want are here. You just need to ask for them. When they come, use them, pick them up. And some of you, that requires a better work-life schedule or more organization so that you can have the time to do all of those things. We have the card Spearmint with creative expression, and I do love the Essence deck, so I'm going to read. I'll just read the divinatory meaning. Normally I read the whole thing, but anyway. If Spearmint appears to you in a reading, you must find nice ways to express your truth. You might also be guided to express your creativity in some way. You may have been putting it off for a while. This is a sign that you were waiting for. Go and do it. The affirmation is, I politely and calmly speak my mind with clarity, confidence, honesty, and ease. I really feel, I feel like I just saw something there. Yeah. Spearmint helps with digestion and aids respiratory system, and also it's a powerful anti-inflammatory. And I felt digestive fire when I looked at the Devil card earlier. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but digestive fire, some of you might have digestive issues at the moment, and then seeing that stand out in the Spearmint card was definitely a confirmation of that some people are needing to maybe just focus on what foods they're eating, and maybe that's part of the learning as well, is researching what you need to help yourself run at optimal capacity. You have the cards of plan a vacation and build strength for your personal self-care this week. So there's some of you may be planning travel. I can see that in the cards here. And then building strength, I think that's just to help you with your vitality and feeling very grounded as you face different situations that are going on for you, because it does look like there's a lot going on and a lot you need to stay grounded for. So let's have a look at your pendulum to finish up your reading for group 1. And can I see the yes for group 1? Lovely. And can I see the no for group 1? too easy. Can I have the answer for group 1's question? That's a yes. Okay, that's a yes. It was very sweet and simple and small and not much more to it. So that was a yes, and please use discernment with such a tool. But yeah, that's what I have for group 1 in this reading this week. Hopefully that resonated with you guys, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Take care, group 1. Bye. Hey, group 2, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the amethyst point, then this is going to be for you. So apologies if my microphone's a little crackly. I noticed this morning that one of my cats had a little snack and ate the fluffy top thing, and I reckon it was Pippi, because she likes to eat things. She eats paper if we leave it lying around. She chews on the curtains all the time, and it's actually a nice sound when she chews the curtain. It's like, I want to actually like film it so I can I've been trying to catch her so I can get the audio of it because it sounds really satisfying. I'll put it on my Instagram story, so keep an eye out for Pippi chewing curtains. Anyway, it's a behaviour we should be curbing. All right, anyway, group 2, your reading. Sorry if it's crackly, I'll get a new microphone soon. But yes, in your reading we have some of the main signs of Aquarius, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces here. So those could be, or Cancer as well. This could be your sign, someone you're dealing with, a part of your chart. Actually, with Cancer, we've had Jupiter just moving into Cancer, which is a area that will be getting expanded in your world. So maybe you'd like to look at what house what house Cancer is for you, and you will see that that is where Jupiter will be transiting, and you will receive blessings and expansion in that area. And sometimes when it's our first house, we can expand in the area of the body. So it's be mindful with what we eat, things like that. It can go either way, you know, expansions for better or worse. Anyway, group 2, let's have a look at your reading. We're going to start with the past energy. We've got the 2 of Pentacles, the Star, the 3 of Wands here. So in the past, with the 2 of Pentacles, the Star, the 3 of Wands, you're waiting for something. There's a wish upon a star here, and something, we've got the keywords of change and virtue. So there's definitely big changes that have been going on in your world, and you may be juggling multiple different responsibilities. The 2 of Pentacles is often in a reading when we've kind of just trying to keep the ball rolling, trying to keep everything happy and running. So you might be just a little spread thin, or have been recently. With the Star and the 3 of Wands, there's something you want, but it seems like it's off on the horizon. There's hope for something, you know it's coming. Whatever that thing is, you know it's coming, and you're needing to just like maintain all of your responsibilities and things until that day comes, or until that moment happens, whatever that is that you're looking forward to. Your power card at this time is actually, I trust in divine timing. So right now things are unfolding in a matter of timing, and all you can do is bring yourself to the present and do what you can to enjoy the now, because you know there's certain things are going to come. And it must be in divine timing. I think you're well aware of that. Sometimes that might add pressure and stress, and I can see that maybe even in the area of challenge, that could be, patience might be a little challenging at times, but there's a lot of desire here, and there's things that you want to manifest, and you are working towards it, but some things might be further off than you'd like them to be. In the current energy, you have the Princess of Swords and the Magician, really powerful cards. Actually, I'll pull it up here. You've also got the Page of Pentacles, or the Princess of Pentacles in this deck. So look at this energy here. You've got a lot going on. You're really leaning into your own strengths this week. It's kind of seeing like all-rounder. Like if you're in the kitchen, you're cooking things that are really conscious foods. If you're studying, you're learning new information that really helps you build your career or build whatever it is you're working towards. You are pulling in your resources this week. You're ticking off everything. Every day might be designated to a different task, but you are getting it done. You're very engrossed in your life at this time, and so you should be. There is a need for more movement. I have the card dance here, so dance might be something you can do in your free time. Just let your body shake and move. Maybe actual dance class might be nice as well. Dancing with friends, going out and letting your hair down, whatever that is for you. But dance and movement, just the general body movement, maybe some yoga and stretching might be really nice as well for you. You've also got the card of clean your space. Cleaning the windows is a wonderful way to get clarity, but also just clearing that energy around you so that new energy can flow in, because you've got a bit of fresh beginning stuff happening here. There's something you're focusing on, a project this week with the Princess of Pentacles. It's something that you're growing. The woman looks like she's like halfway pregnant in this image, so it's something that you are going to eventually birth. It's not the time yet, but it does maybe need a little bit more of your care and attention to continue building whatever that is. I feel like you're working on a lot of things and you're learning all that you can along the way. Princess of Swords and the Magician. Like, if you need it, you will find the resource for it. That's you this week. You're making it happen. There are some things that stress you. I've got the Hermit and the Eight of Swords. Some things you've got going on, like maybe limited thinking with the Eight of Swords or feeling trapped in a situation, but you need to find your answer to that. It's not going to come externally with the Hermit next to it. It's all about soul searching and finding your truth. So there's some things, maybe it's to do with the timing message. Maybe you are worried that something's not going to happen. These are the things that you need to just let go of and bring yourself back into the present. The Hermit is already encouraging you to do that. The Hermit is you. That's your inner wisdom. It knows the answers, and it pulls you away from those crippling fears and overthinking into the wisdom of the now. And I really feel like movement. Like, I've got the dance card here. I'll hold that up again, but I also have Blue Tansy, and she looks like she's dancing as well. So I really feel like it's a wonderful practice you can do at the moment to transmute any of those thoughts or stagnant emotions, stuck energy, whatever's going on, wherever it is you feel it in your body. Pay attention to that and just let your limbs be, I'm hearing the word limber, so let your limbs move and feel limber. I don't know. Definitely needing that movement. You've got the Wheel of Fortune at the end of your week as well. So I feel like things are, I'm hearing abruptly changing. So the end of the week, there might be something coming up that sort of brings an abrupt change, and you may need to, adjust to this change. It may mean that you need to have a little bit more foresight and careful planning because something comes up. I mean, it could be anything from like an unexpected bill that comes in, or one of your children has a certain need, or some sort of event may be coming up that you need to then plan for. So I kind of feel like an abrupt change with this Wheel of Fortune at the end of the week, but whatever it is, it's all divine timing and unfolding as it should, so you can trust it. I really feel with this, the keyword of Eight of Swords is interference, so just be mindful. Maybe for some of you it's about cutting cords. For others of you, I feel like it's more about just connecting to your own wisdom and staying grounded and staying out of that overthinking space. Kinesiology is a wonderful support for that. I'm always going to recommend it, and we can do distance sessions if you want to check that out. I just see the way these strings are sort of connected to something higher. It's got me concerned, and I think those cords ought to be cut. And yeah, I feel like for some of you, sort of looking up to the heavens, like looking for this. There's like some hope of something, and you're looking to it, and because it's there, you can see it. But part of you like is either hyper fixated on that thing, or is worried that it's not going to come to pass, and it's taking you away from being here. And that's where the power really lies to manifest this in the first place. So there's a lot of wisdom. You're being turned back to yourself. You're really being asked to look back inside. And so if you do feel like you need assistance with understanding where you're at in that regard, kinesiology is definitely going to be able to reveal that aspect of you and how to shift it and to help you bring balance and bring you back into that now power moment. So yeah, this week you've got a lot going on, but it feels nicely paced at the same time. Like, it does feel nicely paced. I feel like you're gathering information you need, like something growing beautifully and organically. It's I could just keep coming back to this card that looks like a pregnancy that's halfway. There's something that's growing in its own beautiful timing, and you need to trust that. And if there's any negative thinking and over concern going on, or interference coming from another place with the cords, do what we can to clear that. Maybe even your own cord cutting. But again, dancing is a wonderful transmutation practice. It helps shake off that energy, and land back into the body. Breathing exercises and yoga as well, I do feel really called to suggest. In the area of challenge, you've got Temperance and the High Priestess. So this is about patience for the mystery unfolding. There's a lot of things you don't know right now, and you're maybe not meant to know everything. Of course, when we are meant to know, we are given the information. It's just how it works, and we can trust that, especially when we reflect on the past. When we needed the information, it was there, and not a moment sooner, unfortunately. But the challenge right now is clearly bringing things into balance and creating patience, and just in healing and trusting in that mystery unfolding in your life right now. Further information around what will help with your challenge. You've got the card Five of Cups with disappointment, and then the Knight of Wands, Prince of Wands in this deck. So there is disappointment. There are things that you may be feeling quite sad about. There may be some regrets. There may be some remorse. There may be even some depression, or bouts of depression or low mood, or just general disappointment about something that hasn't happened yet or has fallen away, or whatever it may be. But with the Knight of Wands here, I'm feeling like don't let yourself be too bogged down by those emotions. It comes back to movement again. I really feel like movement is going to help you, like dance movement. But the Knight of Wands is quite a passionate card, and it's a motivator. So I feel like it's like, although you may feel sad and disappointed, maybe you can allow that disappointment or sadness to motivate you to create a better situation or a better outcome. There's a shift in thoughts and mood that's needed here. Potentially very big feelings, very, very intuitive feelings as well. And Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and the cup she holds is definitely overfilling back into the ocean. It's like a clamshell that she has here, and there's a stalk. Is that a stalk? I think it's like a stalk. So there's a lot of message around like the news of pregnancy or birth or children, I think, with the belly there, and then that bird and the Queen of Cups. And now, wow, and then we have the Empress underneath that. And the Empress is definitely a pregnant belly. So there's something you want to birth. It's not going to be a child for everyone, but some of you it may be. There's definitely an abundant life you want to create, and there's something you want to bring forward. I see the Three of Cups and the King of Cups there, the Emperor as well. This could be to do with a relationship, a reunion, a connection, or like taking things to the next level. There's something you may want to achieve in the area of partnership. But don't let your disappointments hold you back. Allow that to really fuel the fire to move forward with your life, because I think with this blue tansy, let's go to the blue tansy. Imagination and elasticity. I'm going to read. Whoa! I'm going to throw the book away. No, I'm not. I'm going to read to you the blue tansy. There she is. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will get you everywhere. The ancient Greeks may have been the first to cultivate blue tansy as a medicinal herb. Tansy was used to treat intestinal worms, rheumatism, digestive problems, fevers, and sores. Blue tansy is symbolized by the dancing muse. Her dress flows like the wind, and her mind is trying to focus. Too much thinking won't get her anywhere, as the only thing she has to do right now is focus on the melody and drift away with the flow. And that's that Five of Cups, Prince of Wands. I think that's why I'm drawn to read it now, because it's easy to get stuck in the emotions, the feelings, the disappointment, and the thoughts. But anyway, the only thing you have to do right now is to focus on the melody and drift away with the flow. Blue in color, this essence supports the throat chakra, usually ruled by the blue energy. The orange light is used when it is unbalanced. Blue tansy supports expression and action. It brings fun and excitement to the apathetic soul who is tired of trying with no apparent results. So we see that here with the patience message as well. There's this little bit of pressure there. Tansy will assist with feelings of boredom and stagnation, encouraging the individual to get up and go. Tansy lets go of rigidity and opens the individual to new positive possibilities. Energetically, Tansy repels negative entities that are preventing you from persisting with projects and from being optimistic. Related to the throat chakra, blue Tansy is connected with self-expression and the materialization of your dreams. When drawing this card, it means that you are in need of motivation and mobility in your world. What drives you to do what you do? Why did you start doing it in the first place? If you feel stagnant, it might be time for a change of scenery. If you're manifesting your reality with your thoughts, change your thoughts and you will change your environment. The affirmation is, I allow my creative energy to flow freely. I really feel like that's the main takeaway from this whole reading. It is beautiful. In the area of what you don't see coming, we have works with the Three of Pentacles, strife with the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, or the Prince in this deck. So there may be some strife or conflict, or maybe even a misunderstanding, or even if it's not external, it could be internal tension. In the area of progress, again, a patience message might be wrapped up here, and this is to do with collaborations or something you're doing with other people. So for some of you, there may be something coming up you didn't expect that is, like I said, like maybe there's some sort of tension or a misunderstanding that needs to be cleared up, or it could just be the mere fact that things are moving very slowly. Maybe you're having to wait on someone else to approve something or to do their part before you can do your part. But what you don't see coming is that things are moving together slowly with a particular project that is joint, but there may be some things that need to be cleared up with the strife card here. I might clarify that for you, just to see if there's anything else with that Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles on the bottom. So there's some sort of worry about something being futile. You might be wanting to work on something and it feels like it's not going anywhere. So again, that same message before of like, of thinking like, oh, I'm putting in all this effort, but it's futile, I'm not getting anywhere. Well, maybe you just need to stop that right now and go and do something else, and go and dance, like go and do what you can with what you've got and let other things happen in their own divine timing, because there's very much a hold on some things are in your life around divine timing right now. And you really need to trust that. Like, you literally, your personal power, the only thing you probably really need to remember in this read is, I trust in divine timing. And this person is very relaxed, you know, their hair is flowing, they feel quite peaceful in that message, that they trust that the things are unfolding as they should. So in the area of outcome, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups. So there's definitely support coming your way in the outcome. There's a lot of creative expression here and wish fulfillment. So the key word is success and happiness. Focus on your happiness. Trust that good things are coming. The help you need is here already. And sometimes that help is the help you're needing to just let go and focus on what you can, right? Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment is here. Your cup, fill your own cup, fill that of the ones around you. Yeah, there's success is happening. I think you're overthinking some things, and maybe you're needing a little support to get back into balance. Like I said, if kinesiology calls to you, please book in a distance session. It's fantastic. I'll have to get some testimonials written up by people that have had distance sessions, so that we can share the benefits people are receiving, because it is absolutely fantastic. So in the area, the oracle area, before I do your pendulum, by the way, I don't know, sure if I mentioned, I'm going to do the pendulum for you shortly. We have the listening to wisdom card here. And it's kind of just, I don't even know if we really need to go into it. It just shows that you can listen to the wisdom of this message, the fact that things are aligning in their right timing. But let's have a little squiz here, listening to wisdom. We spend a lot of time surrounding ourselves with noise, television, phones, even our own voices. It can be hard to hear anything above the constant hum and buzz of everyday life. But sometimes you have to take time to be quiet and listen, really listen. Maybe the universe or the gods have been trying to tell you something and you haven't been able to hear it. Maybe it's that your own inner wisdom that has been crying out to be heard. How will you know if you don't take the time to listen? Go someplace where you can be quiet. If you're staying in your own house, turn off the TV and phone or anything that makes noise. If it helps, you can dim the lights as well, or go outside after dark and sit under the moon, or sit by a body of water if there is one nearby. And just sit, don't do anything, quiet your mind. as much as you can and ask, is there anything I need to know? Then listen to see if you get an answer from without or within. I really feel like the timing message is in this too. Like there's a reason for the timing. It's not that you are being held up or there was actually a message in my, if you follow my Facebook, I also share oracle cards there. And this weekend there was one around divine timing and like something around like the metaphor of traffic lights. You know, how traffic lights work so that systematically everyone can get to their place safely and in the right timing. And sometimes we get a red light and we just have to accept that. Sometimes we're cruising through green lights all the way. But there's always a good and more intelligent reason behind it. And sometimes we can see if we quieten, instead of trying to push against it or feeling like a victim from it, we can use that energy better to shift how we're seeing it and go and do something with what we have. That's that magician energy. Do something with the now that we can do. You know, what can I do in the interim? It says this card is telling you you're missing something, whether it's someone close to you, the gods, or your own inner wisdom trying to tell you something important. It's time to listen. Yeah, and trust. I really feel like trust. Trust in divine timing. You have the card Desire with cos lettuce. We already know there's a lot of desire in this reading. There's clearly something you're wanting. Fulfillment in many areas of your life can be found by working a little more on your current relationships. Overcoming challenges is indicated, and new material gain and recovery is also shown. Lettuce helps us get better physically and emotionally. It asks that you watch the way you're caring for yourself and to be careful about what it is you're focused on. Are your desires really serving your truth? I like that. And we already did see clean your space. Again, like getting clarity, clearing out things that you don't use anymore. I spent this weekend sort of clearing out the back and the front garden area so that energy feels really flowing. And it's interesting, I often find myself a group 2 and I'm itching to clean the windows at the moment. I've been preparing everything around them so that I can get to them so that I can clean them. And it's going to happen. And then dancing as well is something I would love to do more of this week. All right, Pendulum Group 2. Let's have a look at your question. So can I see the yes for Group 2? What's yes going to look like? Okay. Can I see the no? Wonderful. And the answer for Group 2's question. It's a yes. Just want to keep it going for a sec. Yeah. Yeah, that's a yes. I just wanted to make sure in case it had any other behaviour to read, but it was just getting stronger into the yes. So using discernment with that tool, please, always. And yeah, that's what I have for you. Hopefully that was supportive, Group 2. Hopefully it gave you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance for the week ahead. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Take care. Hey, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this beautiful, isn't it sparkly, carborundum stone. So this stone promotes emotional well-being. It's good for detox and support with clearing the channels, chakra balancing, releasing anger or tension. And there's also something around electromagnetic stresses. So that could be something you're dealing with, could be a stone you want to work with. It is just so beautiful. I love how shiny. Stunning. Okay, Group 3. Let's look at your reading for this week. Some of the main energies in your reading. We've got Cancer and Libra. Cancer and Libra. And wait, what's that one? Usually there's one connected to that, and that's Sagittarius glyph. So Sagittarius as well. But that doesn't matter too much. Could be you, could be someone you deal with. Some people actually say Pisces with the moon. I usually say Cancer because it's home in Cancer. But anyway, let's jump to the past energy for Group 1. I'm also going to do the pendulum, so you might like to think of your question at the end. So the past energy for group 1, we have the Magician, the Page of Cups, and the King of Wands. So when I first pulled these cards, I felt like a bit of almost like a desperation feeling to rise up or to move forward in some way. And in the past, I can see that you have been working at that. I feel like there's either repair in friendships recently or building new friendships. More expression, creative expression, and just trying to be softer and more gentle with yourself and maybe with others. But there is this sense of wanting to like grow quickly. That's what I got here with the Page of Cups to the King of Wands. It feels like you're wanting to take charge in your life. And it's interesting because you've actually got the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So this is a card of self-empowerment, of being a leader in your own life. Being the Queen of Wands is the mystical healer. The King of Wands is quite a free-spirited king. They definitely have that same leadership quality, and we have the sort of map here as well. So this person looking at the world as their oyster. I feel like when I look at this, you have been working at manifesting something. There's something you want very close to your heart, but you're also, there's something where you may realize you're needing to I don't know, I'm getting like grow, or I'm hearing it grow organically, but for you, I'm feeling like you're feeling it's something like you know that this is an organic process and that things need to come in the right timing and the right development. But there is this desire to leap forward for some reason. I really see that with that King of Wands, wanting to leap forward and just be there already, be this person you see yourself as, or be in the place you see yourself at, or be with the person you see yourself with, whatever that is for you. But there's, I don't know, it's almost like you'd like to skip some steps potentially, but these steps are really important. And I feel like at the same time, you're also learning a lot about that part of yourself. And I think with the Page of Cups here, I love that she's got a little messy with the art here, because and even out in nature as well, because it shows that this person is with the process no matter where they are, and so I feel like there's a lot of growing going on here. And for some, heartfelt connection or seeking deeper friends or wanting to grow, so because there's like a part of you that knows there's a whole other life for you yet to come. That's what it feels like. It's like, when I finally get here, I'll be able to meet the people or welcome in the people that are meant to be in my life. Like, I feel like you know there's good things on the horizon, but we've got to grow into who that is and what that is and where that is and whatever that means. So in the current energy anyway, we have got the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Wands. And first of all, the Seven of Cups on its own is quite an overwhelming card. But then with the Eight of Wands and the tornado here, it's very, very overwhelming energy. So right now you may feel like you're grasping at straws, or like wanting to grab different things to help support yourself. Or you may even be very uncertain as to what you want or what's the right path. You may have a bunch of options in front of you and just not wanting to make the wrong choice, and lots of communication around this with different people, or maybe with one particular person. I think there's a potential travel on the cards here for many of you. Eight of Wands and the Six of Swords, both travel cards. But it's also like, it's about trying to ground yourself as well. You're realizing something seems to be coming to a head at the moment. And with the Six of Swords here, it's like just trying to ground and sort of ease that energy and let go of some of that overwhelm. And I see you sort of grappling for that this week. Like, there's things that come up that make you maybe feel very overwhelmed, and you may want to project forward or know more than you do right now. And that's the thing with the Seven of Cups. You really wish you had more information, or you knew which path was going to be the right one. And then later in the week, you have a similar sort of energy where it seems to ebb and flow for you. So Seven of Wands, the Moon, but then you end off the week with the Nine of Pentacles. Very beautiful energy there. Mind my manicure, it's well overdue. Seven of Wands is this energy of defensiveness, or having to stand up for yourself in the face of adversity. This can be coming up as accusations or blatant attacks on you, on your beliefs or on your choices. It could be a situation coming up where you're needing to really stand up for yourself here. With the moon and then the Nine of Pentacles with this, it's like a situation that I feel may bring up a lot of fear, but ultimately it's like, I feel like you're seeing, it's almost like you're being presented with a test you've seen a number of times this week. You've seen this test before, and this time you're like, you know what, no, I'm not going to react the same way, or I'm not going to go down that path, or I'm not going to let it minimize me, or I'm not going to let it overwhelm me, whatever that is. It does bring up fears, that is true. And for some of you, you may be defending a belief that you have, something you really believe. But instead of diving deep into that and grabbing onto it, it's like you just sit with what you know, what you have right now. For some reason, being in the present is going to be really grounding for you. I mean, it always is. But the Nine of Pentacles, this is somebody who's feeling very abundant. There's somebody who is, this is a very grateful energy, somebody who feels very grateful for all the blessings that are already with them. And from that place, they can manifest more of that. This is someone who has enough to share. This is someone who's enjoying time on their own. So maybe that's also what you're getting here. Maybe you're stepping away. Maybe you're stepping away because you've had to defend a belief, and then you're finding more solace and peace on your own towards the end of the week. Or you may be also striving towards financial independence. There may be a situation coming up here that's maybe very fearful for you, but you ultimately need to make that choice to create the independence you seek. I don't know, it's a choppy one. You are definitely dealing with stuff. You're definitely dealing with something to do with, I think, conflict with another person. For some of you, there's like a real strong belief you're holding on to. And with the moon being there, it can be an illusion, this belief, so do be mindful of that. I think you're definitely getting a lot of messages. The self-care prompts for this week are rest and dream journal. So as you're resting, you're likely getting a lot of messages coming through. Definitely write those messages down, because they're going to likely have a lot of insight as to what's going on for you. And a wonderful resource for dream interpretation is actually ChatGPT. I know sometimes when I mention on the channel, some people don't like that, and that's okay. Everyone can use whatever resources they want, but I'm still going to recommend it from time to time as a resource for various things. And it is a great resource for dream interpretation, especially if you already chat with it about some of the things that are going on. It can sort of connect a bit of that. And give a bit of an indication. I've definitely typed in like a really strange dream I had, and it gave some things back to me. I'm like, well, no, it's probably not that. It's still a suggestion worth reading. But then as I kept going, it ended up saying some things. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's what that dream was likely about. And it really did help. So, you know, there's definitely other resources as well. But your own journaling, I think, is great, because you may also see a pattern in your dreams if you're getting these messages. In the area of challenge right now, we have the Knight of Cups and the Five of Cups. There's definitely some sort of sadness around a romantic situation. For many of you, it's like because we have this Knight of Cups with his bubbles of love coming in, the shark in the water though, so there's a bit of a warning with that one. And then the Five of Cups. So it's like, for me, it looks like a romantic situation that fell on its head, or something that never came to be, or something that fell apart for whatever reason. There's grief and there's sadness here, there's loss. So that is the challenge. What will help with the challenge? Well, right now you're in this in-between moment. Look at the Two of Pentacles, right? In the center. Here you've got the Ten of Pentacles. Over here you've got the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords, I like that it has this open window with the horizon, the birds looking to it. It's almost like you should I stay or should I go energy for some of you. But this is in the area of what will help with the challenge. How do we interpret that? It's asking you to stay grounded and still in what's currently with you. It's like the Nine of Pentacles energy. Try not to make any rash decisions right now based on fear or based on stress. You are juggling quite a lot. Be mindful of that. Be mindful of where you're at mentally. Nine of Swords, right? And this is also about dreams as well. Like Nine of Swords can be about sleepless nights and having lots of messages come through dreams. But it's also about anxiety and stress. So you're trying to juggle that with this life that you have. And I've just heard stuck. So some of you might be feeling stuck in this picture. Maybe you've got a family dynamic that you live with, like, you know, may have children with someone you feel like is not the right person for you. But you have children together and responsibilities and assets, or, you know, financial ties. It's like that sort of situation. And that's probably where the should I stay, should I go feeling came from. But right now it's like, it's definitely time to be very mindful of where you're at, not make any majorly rash decisions as yet. But you are needing to consider what changes are needed and what changes you can make right now in the present time for the future you want to build, because there's definitely stress around something in the future. In the area of what you don't see coming, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Ace of Swords. So there's an opportunity to destroy something. That's what it seems like to me. And it's your truth that does that. So it's like maybe you share your truth, and that truth then just makes something else fall apart. This person is kind of almost smug. She looks back at the camera or whatever's, taken, whoever's painting the picture, and the wand is hidden behind her back. So it's like this person blew this tower up willingly. When I look at this card, I often feel like they blew it up because they knew it had to go. And then they're grabbing a hold of their truth here. So for some of you, it's the truth that'll set you free. Maybe it's the truth that'll set someone else free. With the Page of Pentacles at the beginning, it's like a new journey you're going on here. And to go on that journey, something else may need to fall apart. I see 12-12 at this time of recording. May not be the same for you, but the Ace of Swords, there's definitely honesty coming into this situation, clarity coming into this situation, and things may be falling apart, but you need to also trust that too. In the outcome, it's kind of similar. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is like paid work or something we've been working on and developing, trying to focus on that and not be distracted by other things. But it's like you're walking away from that. And it's you're walking away from it because there's a part of you that knows there's something different for you. So there's definitely really big choices being made here, but try not to make them all too abruptly or rashly. Take your time to be grounded. Obviously stand up for yourself where you need to, and also move away from stress where you can. Resting is your key word for this week. To take things as easy as you can. But there is a knowing inside of you that you can't keep doing something that's not working for you anymore. Some of you, it's like a job that's like you can't keep working at this place anymore, or you can't keep it up, and you know you're being called somewhere else. So it's an interesting reading, full of like, it's almost like birthing contractions, but hold. It's really, interesting. I'd love to hear from group 3 with what's going on. So in your oracles, before the pendulum, we'll do that shortly, we have Hinoki with organization and coordination. Hinoki wood is beautiful, by the way. Let's read from the book. Every experience, good or bad, is a priceless collector's item. Hinoki essence brings with it the structure and the mental organization that Japanese culture inspires. The leaves of the Hinoki resemble the divine structure of the universe, reminding us that there is a divine order in which the earth is immersed. There is respect for all that is and all that will become. There is nothing random and no coincidences. Everything is carefully planned. When Hinoki displays the positive side of its essence, he has a peaceful approach to life. He shows strength, but he also shows a vulnerability to an energy bigger than himself. He feels there is a divine order to be fulfilled, and he's prepared to ride the waves of what is ordained for him. On the other hand, an unbalanced Hinoki can be a victim of circumstances, blocking himself to possibilities that haven't been discovered. He can lose faith in the divine order and fall wounded under the veil of aggression and hostility. The sweet scent of Japanese gardens inspire comfort and opens the mind to new possibilities. It takes away what is no longer necessary and allows space for priorities. It frees the mind and allows you to think out of the square, but without it being too ungrounded. It brings a sense of hopefulness and stability. Hinoki is accredited for its ability to naturally kill off bacteria, viruses, and fungus. It may help to clear tension and stress from the mind with its relaxing effect on the body. It's also known as a natural antibiotic, anti-inflammatory, and immune stimulant, and an anti-insecticidal. I love the colours on it too, it's quite beautiful. There is an order to follow and coordination that is necessary and much bigger than the situation you are living. Things will fall into the right place. You must be a space holder for the universe and for what's unfolding. Giving up won't fix the situation. Instead, standing strong amongst it will help you find clarity and strength. Perseverance comes with a prize. There is always a reason to get up in the morning, and as long as you are alive, life will have direction and purpose. The affirmation is, I honor my divine purpose and consciously co-create with universal intelligence. That makes sense for the tarot. You also have the card Abundance with grapes. I'm going to read that for you as well. It says, stay where you are and grow what you need there. as this is a fertile time and place. And that's it. At the end of the week, it's like you come to that realization. You land this week. There's a lot of stress and there are things that are going on in between, but you keep choosing to sort of let go of emotional stress and just land. And it's interesting actually that this says stay where you are and grow what you need there, because you actually have seasonal harvest in the next card, which is such a beautiful image as well, which we'll get to next. So grapes will indicate that magic is about, especially from the garden. So get out there and you'll find the opportunity and inspiration. Family stability, happiness and tradition are the way that they can support and the way they can support you are all things that should be remembered and implemented. Don't be ingenuous, and be careful not to cancel appointments. That's the message from the grape. Be where you are. I like that. It's kind of the same with that, like what will help with the stressor here. Like there's a lot going on, but it's like just stay with what you're building, the Ten of Pentacles. And it says that about family stability. And you have this beautiful image in the Ten of Pentacles as well. Like stay focused on what you're building. Part of you, like it seems like you're being called away from that or something else so that you can focus on that, or you can bring about what you're supposed to bring about. Seasonal harvest though, let's go to seasonal harvest. With hard work and a little dollop of luck, our endeavours will eventually bear fruit. No matter what form this takes for you, be sure to take the time to celebrate the harvest. Whether it's an actual harvest of food from your garden or a metaphorical harvest of something you've been working towards, it's important to stop and take a breath, to feel the joy and gratitude that comes with any achievement that took time and effort. So it may be an indication that it's time to finish off a project or complete a task you've been working on, or do whatever it takes to finally reap the rewards of your hard work. Alternatively, it might also be telling you that there is a harvest, that the harvest is done and celebration is in order. Hurrah. I feel like there's something yet to be done though for many. And your personal power for this week is I am beautiful. Loving yourself just as you are in this moment, deserving of love and kindness always. What does the card have to say? It's the number 29. Wanting to be someone else is a waste of the person you are. I love that. The journal prompts, let's go to that. Do you thank your body for being the perfect container for your soul? What parts of you do you love and why? Describe them. What body parts can you show gratitude for and why? This woman stands in front of a mirror. She's ready to face herself, her true self, flaws and all. The key words are reflection, acceptance and beauty. Treat yourself with that this week and always. So the pendulum for my group threes. Let's have a look. Can I see the yes, please? Wonderful. Can I see a no? Beautiful. Can I have the answer for group three's question? Seems to be, yeah, it's staying in the no position. It's not flicking back around. So that is a no. Hopefully that is a supportive answer. I'll just give it a little longer. Answer for group three's question. Yeah, that's not changing. It is a no. Hopefully that's supportive, but always use discernment with such a thing. Sorry if my microphone might have been a little crackly. One of my cats had a snack and ate the fluffy top part, so I'm going to have to replace that. But yeah, that's what I have for you, group three this week. Hopefully that's supportive. Hopefully you got some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance for the week ahead. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Take care, group three. Bye.